height? 2u by g. Time of ascent from where to where? Time taken from ground to maximum height. Time of descent? Maximum height to total time of flight? See, initial and then final should be same. That's it. Initial level and then final level should be same. So at that time we call it as the time taken the body to remain in the air, otherwise to reach the same point, also called as what? Time of flight. The formula is T is equals to 2u by g. Maximum height nothing but what is the main condition for the maximum height? V is equals to 0. Nothing but the velocity at the maximum height should be how much? 0. On ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೈಕ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಡಿಲ್ಲ? And yesterday we discussed so many problems based on that. So for example, if I thrown an object from here to here, let me take, so it is going in upward direction, and then in time t, the time t1, the particle is at this position, and then to lie at the same position again it is taking time how much? t2 time. We have seen this kind of problem also, na? Same level, nothing but total time of flight, nothing but first of all what we calculated yesterday? We have taken the u. First of all we have calculated the u. They said that 40 meters distance at time how much? 2 seconds. At 2 seconds they have given it is reaching the 40 meters and asking that after how much time again it will be at the same position. So that we have calculated first of all u. How to calculate the u? S is equals to ut plus half at square we have taken. So from that we got the u value, something we got I think 30 meters per second, like that we got. So by that 30 meter per second, here u is there, and now I have to find out this time. First of all this time is already there. How much time? That is 2 seconds. I want to get this time, nothing but how to do that? Time of flight only, na? From here to here again. You just leave about the remaining motion. From here to here, this level to this level only again. So that which I can take total time taken by the body to reach the same level. Same level, nothing but what will take? Time of flight. So time of flight is equals to what is the formula? 2u by g. Where u should be there? This u na we have to take here. Above na we have to take. So that how to get the velocity here? V square minus u square is equals to 2as. Otherwise v is equals to u plus at. Anything you can take. So that I got the velocity here. Now this is my vertical upward motion. You leave about this one. Again it is reaching the same point only. After calculating this one, how much we got? I think 10 we got. Yes sir. So the time of flight will be what? From here to here. Total time of flight is equals to 2u by g. 2 into 10 by 10, nothing but what will get? 2 seconds. From here to here 2 seconds. From here to here 2 seconds. Total time will be how much? 4 seconds. After 4 seconds from the projection, the particle will be again at the same position. This is the problem we have solved yesterday. Right? Remember that? Yes. Then one more very important, two important problems we have solved, that is, what is the velocity at the half of the maximum height? Do you remember that? V is equals to what is the formula we got? U by root 2. Yes, at the half of the maximum height is velocity is equals to u by root 2. At 3/4 of the maximum height, how much we got? V is equals to just u by 2 we got. Today we will calculate how much time it will take to reach half of the maximum height, how much time it will take to reach the 3/4 of the maximum height. That also we will calculate today. Okay, now, and after that we will solve some more problems. You have to be clear first of all. Let's take a problem. A particle is thrown vertically upwards. A particle is thrown vertically upwards with a speed of 40 meters per second. 40 meter per second. In that first question, after how much time it attains maximum height? after how much time it attains maximum height? In that second question, only again A, first one. In second question, sub question I am saying, the maximum height attained by the particle, in second one only, next question, the velocity at half of the maximum height, velocity at half of the maximum height. Next, third question. In the third, first one again, the ratio of distances, in the first half of the time and the next half of the time. Ratio of the distances in first half of the time and then next half of the time. That's it. Let me repeat the question again. A particle is thrown vertically upwards with a speed of 40 meters per second. First question, after how much time it attains the maximum height? And the maximum height attained by the particle, the velocity at the half of the maximum height, the ratio of the distances in the first half of the time and then next half of the time. That's the question. Try that. Yes, very good.
80 meter.
Okay, very good. Then
2.3.
how much?
2.3.
Which one? 2.3. What's the question?
Velocity at half of the maximum.
Half of the maximum height is 2.33.
8.
Oh, how it can? Seconds is correct, 80 is correct. 80 na? What is that? 80. 80 only na? 80. 28 20 into 1.414 20 root 2 20 root 2 is the correct answer. Velocity of half of the maximum height. Half of the maximum height. Correct. But कोई ना problem half of the maximum height 3/4 of the maximum height वो ऐसा. Very good. T is 4 seconds. S is equal to 80. T is equal to E plus 80. The maximum height is velocity at half of the maximum height. I am asking about the height you are taking. Understand? What the answer is? Ratio, no? No. Mainly third question is important. Ratio of distances. Everything you get by the number. 4 seconds.
Ratio of distances. Plus 40.
One is to 1.5. 1 is to 1.5.
1 is to 1.5. No. No, it's not.
Half of the
At least, did you got the first 3 answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Time 4 seconds. Maximum height 80 meters. And then velocity is 20 root 2. 20 root 2. Half of the maximum height. No? What are you getting here? 20 into 4800 సార్ అవునా 10 రూట్ 8 రూట్ 8 నథింగ్ బట్ 2 ఓన్లీ రూట్ 2. Third one is different. Everything you can do easily. First three you can do. I think fourth one. Last question is different. It is not much difficult. You have to find out the ratio of distances. So, ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅದೇ 3/1 ಬರಬೇಕು. See that question. First one is after how much time it will attain the maximum height. How much time? T is equals to 4 seconds. Why? Because whenever it is attaining the maximum height, velocity becomes how much? 0. V is equals to u plus at, then T is equals to 4 you got. Yes sir. Next question is the maximum height attained by the particle. H is equals to u square by 2g. From that what will get? 80 meters. Then the velocity at the half of the maximum height. Yesterday itself we solved. Velocity at the maximum half of the maximum height is V is equals to how much you will get? U by root 2. 3/4 of the maximum height V is equals to U by 2. You want I will solve that again also. So at the half of the maximum height U by root 2. U is given as how much? 40 divided by root 2. Then what is the answer? 20 root 2. If for example you did not remember this formula, then what to do again? V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. S is equals to already H is equals to how much we got? 80 na maximum height. Half of that nothing but 40 you will get. Again if you solve that also you will get the velocity is how much? 20 root 2 only. You can do either ways. This one you cannot remember, then that one you can do basic method. Okay. Then next question is what? The ratio of the distances in the first half of the time and then next half of the time. So first half of the time nothing but how much time it will take? 2 seconds. In 2 seconds how much distance it is traveling? How much? 60 meters. If total is how much distance? 80. In 80 first 2 seconds how much it is traveling? 60. Then next 2 seconds will be obviously 20. 60 by 20 gives you 3/1. Understand? That's it. That's it. Easy only. You might be done. What you done? What you have done, I will only tell that also. What you have done nothing but first S1 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು 60 ಬಂತು happy okay. Then next one ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. Velocity first down velocity is there. If you take that velocity nothing but 1:1 you will get the answer. Why? Because 2 seconds simple logic. But you cannot take like that. See that? You are saying that the maximum height is how much? 80 meters. How much time it is taking? 4 seconds time. I have thrown from here so that what happening? It is reaching the maximum height. First half time I have taken how much? T is equals to 2 seconds. So that I was so happy so that I got 60 meters. Okay, 60 meters got. Then totally is 80 and then 60 we got. Then you did not think that whenever total is 80, 60 gone nothing but how much will be remaining? You will not think like that. I know formula, first of all I have to substitute in the formula. Logical thinking should be there. Your logic has to be to get developed. That is why I have started this problem. First of all this chapter. In this chapter your logic will get developed. See here you might be taken again S is equals to U into again 2 seconds so that ut plus half at square again. Correct? Then what will get the answer? Again 60 only. 60 is 60, 1:1. Very happy, and then we put the answer and then we got the negative marks there. You did not think that how 60 plus 60 will be 80. You did not think that. You understand? If we are doing in that method, again here u will changes, velocity will changes. You understand? The same velocity will not be there throughout the motion. As we are going upwards, velocity will decreases. So the velocity decreases after how much time? How much time? 2 seconds velocity is decreasing. At that time you have to calculate v is equals to u plus at. I am just telling, whenever you don't get that idea, 80 minus 60 is 20. Whenever you don't get that idea, how to do nothing but v is equals to u plus at again. V I want to find out u is how much? I said I think 40 na? 40 minus g 10 and then t is 2. So that 40 minus 20 will be 20. Now the velocity here is 20. You have to take this as u now. Then s is equals to again what is the formula? U is how much? 20. Remaining time is how much? 2 seconds. minus half into g into 2 square again. Then this will be how much? 40 minus 20. Then what is the answer? 20. First how much? 60 plus 20 totally is how much? 80. We got the same answer or not? So that is how you have to solve. You should not take that velocity is constant throughout the motion. Understand, right? I'll solve the entire problem now. $80 minus 20, 80 minus 60, 80 minus 20, 40. Pushpa Mahalingappa, great person. So here u is equals to 40. I have given u is equals to 40 meter per second. So first question is what I asked? What I asked? Velocity. Find the time. It will reach the maximum height. After how much time it will reach the maximum height is the question. So that from the ground I have projected something with what velocity? 40 meters per second, so that it is going upwards and then it is reaching the maximum height. Whenever it reaches the maximum height, then what happens? It will return back again. It is returning back nothing but here velocity is equals to how much? 0. I have the initial velocity 40 meter per second. I have the final velocity 0. I have to find out the time. I have u with me, v with me, and then I want to find out the t. Of course a is there. A is how much? Minus g. Throwing in upward direction minus g. So u, v, a, t. Which formula we can use? V is equals to u plus a t. Always select among the kinematical equations. V is equals to u plus a t here. So that u is how much I said? 40. A is minus g into t. I have to find out the velocity is how much finally? Whenever it is reaching the maximum height, velocity is 0. Then t is equals to how much you will get here? 4 seconds. The first question is finished. Next, in the second question, what they are asking? Maximum height. This is so easy. We know the formula. H is equals to how much? U square by 2g. From that, how much you will get? 80 meters we will get. H is equals to U square by 2g. Next, third question is, what is the velocity at half of the maximum height? What is the velocity at half of the maximum height? Simple formula is velocity at half of the maximum height, Vh by 2 is equals to how much? U by root 2. So that U by root 2, U is how much? 40. 40 divided by root 2 gives you 20 root 2. Again, method 2. What I can use? I want to find out the velocity at what height? Half of the maximum height. I have the initial velocity, final velocity, distance and acceleration. I have to find out the V. So that what we can do? What is the formula we can apply? V, U, A, S is there. V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. So V square minus U square is equals to 2 into A nothing but minus G. Height is how much height I am saying? H by 2. H by 2 height. Then here I want to find out the V square minus U square is equals to how much? U is 40 na? So that 40 square is equals to 2 into minus 10 into H by 2 nothing but what is the height? Total height is 80. 80 by divided by 2 nothing but 40. Then here V square is equals to what will get this one as? 400 into 2 na will get nothing but minus 800. Here 40 square is going that side plus 1600. Correct? Then what will get? 800 will get. V square is equals to 800. Then V is equals to how much? 10 root 8. 10 root 8 nothing but 10 into root 8 value is how much? 2 root 2. Then this will be how much? 20 root 2. That is the answer. Yes, that is a velocity at half of the maximum height. Either you can use the direct formula. If you don't remember, you can use the normal method, but it will take time. Okay. Then the third question, last question is fourth question I guess. So the fourth question is what they are asking? Ratio of distances at first half of the time and then next half of the time. Total time is how much to reach the maximum height? 4 seconds. First half of the time nothing but how much time? 2 seconds. First of all, let me find out the distance in the 2 seconds. So for that, S is equals to what is the formula? Ut plus half At square. Why we have to use this formula only? I want to find out the S. I have the T. What is the relation between S and T? Only one formula. S is equals to ut plus half at square. So that s is equals to u is 40, okay, t is how much, 2 seconds, minus half g is 10, t is how much again, 2 seconds only, 4, 2 square is 4, then 2 gets cancelled here, 80 minus how much we are getting here, 20. So s1 is the first half time, how much, 60 meters. Total height is how much, 80 meters. First half how much I got, half time is 60 meters. Then next half automatically will be how much, s2 is equals to h minus s1, 80 minus 60, then remaining will be automatically 20. First half time it is travelling how much distance, 60 meters distance, remaining half time will be automatically 20 meters. So I got the s1 and then I got s2 here. Then ratio s1 is to s2 will be 60 by 20, then 3:1 is the ratio. Understand it clearly this case? Yes? Copy that. 3:1 is the correct answer. AC ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಂಡೋ ಯಾಕೆ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ? ಏನು ವಾಶ್ರೂಮ್ ಇದೆ, ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗಾಳಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Right? For the same question again extension. The ratio of time in first half and second half distance. First half and second half distance. This one again same methods only, you can do that. Okay, whatever I followed here, the same method again. Here what I asked, the ratio of the distances in first half time and then second half time. I am asking the t1 is to t2 for the first half distance and then second half distance. First half distance is nothing but s is equals to how much you have to take, 40. S is 40. Okay na? So for the first half distance, total distance is how much, 80 na? So that first half distance nothing but 40 and then remaining half distance is again 40 only. For the 40 how much time it will take, for again remaining 40 how much time it will take, then you will get the answer. Okay, that you can do. Next problem, you can do, right, that one? Yes. Then next one, a ball is thrown vertically up. A ball is thrown vertically up with a velocity u. With a velocity u. Full stop. It passes 3 points. It passes 3 points. It passes 3 points A, B and C in its upward journey. With velocities u by 2, u by 3 and u by 4 respectively. U by 2, u by 3, u by 4 respectively. Then find AB by BC. Find AB by BC. Let me draw the diagram first. AB by BC nothing but just distances only. AB length and then BC length. AB nothing but you have to find out this distance divided by this distance. We have the velocities, find out the distance. We have again two velocities, find out the distance. That's it. Ratio of that you have to do. How to find out the velocity with the distance? How to find out the distance with velocities? UVS. What is the relation? V square minus U square equals to 2AS. Why this much time? Nobody got the answer yet. Yes, 30 seconds problem this one is. Ratio only, na, you have to find out. Then Twenty is to 7. Attention. Twenty is to 7. Very good. Very good. 20 is to 7 is the correct answer. You got? Very good. You are taking in separate cases and then solving. Directly ratio you can calculate. Why to do that much lengthy problem? See that? I will do in shortcut. What I am asking? AB is to BC, na? AB divided by BC. Let me take the distance between the A and B is S1. Distance between A, B and C is how much? S2. I have the initial velocity and I have the final velocity. So I have to find out the distance. What is the formula? V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. For from where to where? A to B. Directly divided by, I will do. Directly divided by. Again minus V square minus U square divided by 2AS. This is S1. V square minus U square is equals to 2AS2. From where to where? BC. I want AB, SAB divided by SBC I want to find out. So that V square minus U square, I have two velocities. Irrespective of this one, I have two velocities initially. So that is initial velocity is U by 2, final velocity is how much? U by 3. And then for the second case, you leave about this one. I have the initial velocity here and then final velocity here. Then what is the V for the AB? Final velocity for the AB? For A is initial and B is final. So that what is that? U by 3 whole square minus initial is how much? U by 2 whole square. That is equals to 2 into, of course, A is how much? Minus G. S1 I have to find out S1. That directly divided by. And then final velocity for the second case. U by 4. Final velocity is U by 4. Initial velocity is U by 3. So that U by 4 whole square minus U by 3 whole square is equals to 2 into minus g into distance is how much? S2. 2g gets cancelled directly. Then u square also gets cancelled. Yes sir. Then what will be remaining here? 1 by 9 minus 1 by 4. That divided by here 1 by 16 minus 1 by 9. That is equals to S1 by S2. That's it. Do LCM. Then here it will give how much? 36 na? 36 and then 4 minus 9. That divided by this will give you how much? 144. 144 and then 9 minus 16. That is equals to S1 by S2. Then this will be how many times? I think 4 times. 4 times no? Yes sir. Then 4 minus 9 gives you minus 5 divided by this will gives you how much? Minus 7 by 4. Minus 7 by 4, that is equals to S1 by S2. Then this will be how much? 20 by 7, that is equals to S1 by S2. Correct? Why you have taken that much time? First of all, you have done this one totally, sending 20 down. Correct? And then again you have done this second case. And later on equation 1, equation 2, from equation 1, from equation 2, divided by both dividing equations. ಯಾಕಮ್ಮ ನೀವು LT ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ, ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ, ನಾಟ್ PU ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೋ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. 20 by 7 is the correct answer. How many of you got correct answer? Raise your hands. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls. Only one in the girls. If you do that method also, you will get the same answer, na? But ನಾನು ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. Finished? Yes. Then very important 2 note points I will tell. Yesterday only we discussed one concept that whenever I have thrown with velocity u upwards, then what happens? It will reach the maximum height, it will reach ground. It will reach the ground with what velocity? Same velocity in opposite direction. And also here what will be the velocity? U only, but minus u. Why? Because it is going in upward here, coming in downwards here. I said clearly that striking velocity is equals to what? Minus velocity of projection. Right, striking velocity is equals to minus velocity of projection. Always this velocity will be equals to the striking velocity. So striking velocity is equals to minus velocity of projection. Why? Because both are falling under free, so that it is going upwards. This is just coming in downward direction. Who is applying the force? Gravity is only applying the force. There is no other forces, only gravity is applying the force. And then here whatever the velocity, here initial velocity is there, final velocity is how much? 0. In this journey what happening? Initial velocity is 0, final velocity is not 0. You understand? While going, how much height it is travelling? H height. While coming downwards also H height only. There is no change in the distance. Then why the velocities will change? There is no change in the distance, there is no change in the force, so why the velocities will change? You understand, na? So while going upwards it is travelling how much height? H, maximum height H. While coming downwards also it is moving how much distance? H only again. Here initial velocity is u, final velocity is how much? V is equals to 0 while going upwards. While coming downwards, falling freely nothing but u is equals to 0, v is not equals to 0. What is that v? Nothing but the v will be equals to the initial velocity only, initial velocity of projection, but in which direction? Opposite direction. Velocity of the striking is equals to minus velocity of the projection. Now my question is, find that, you have to tell me that the time taken for the first second of upward journey, and then time for last second of downward journey. Just understand this. First second of upward journey, nothing but just after the starting, just before the striking. Is there any difference in that? How to find out that time? First second of upward journey, last second of downward journey. What happens? How much times it will take? How much distances it will travel? First second of upward journey and then last second of downward journey. What is the distances? What is the times also? Distances same or different? Same distance will be there. Why? Because first second nothing but which formula you have to use? What you are writing there? Isn't here? See, first second nothing but what you have to use, which formula? Sn formula na, Snth second. So that Sn is equals to u plus half into a into 2n minus 1. That is the displacement in nth second. So that Snth, how many seconds I said? Yes, first second. S1 is equals to u minus half g into 2n minus 1. 2n minus 1 nothing but how much you will get? 1 only na. So that what is the answer I got? U minus g by 2. S1 I got. Nothing but first second of upward journey. Last second of downward journey. Last second nothing but how many seconds I am talking about? Last second nothing but how many seconds? See Nana, I am telling that first second nothing but how many seconds? 1 second. Last second, just last second. See, just last second nothing but what? I am talking about how many seconds I am saying. 1 second only. Why you are not understanding that? I am saying about first Deepika, I said first one student, last one student. Last how many students I am talking about? 1 student only. First also 1 student only. You understand, no? So, and then whenever it is making other changes, let me take in 1 second, first second, both are same or different? I am telling about only one. I am talking about only one. In 1 second, in first second. One and then first, both are same only, na re? You are thinking more than required. In 2 seconds, second. Both are same or different? In 2 seconds nothing but you have to include 1 also. 1 and then 2. 1 and then 2. In 2 is different. At second is different. In 2 is different. In 2 nothing but you have to cross 1, then 2. Okay. In second nothing but I am specifying that only second one. You understand it clearly? So that in 2 seconds, in second is different. In 1 second, in first second. Both are same or different? Same only. Why? Because I am talking about only one. You are understanding or not? In 1 hour, first hour. In 1 hour, chemistry will be discussed. In first hour also, chemistry only will be discussed. Okay, na? From the college starting in the morning, in 1 hour, what will be discussed? I asked. Chemistry, you said. In first hour, who came to the class? Chemistry only again. You understand? In second hour, BG sir came. In 2 hours, what happened? Chemistry and biology. Okay, clear now? Yes. So, here I am saying about the distance in the first second of projection. First second of projection nothing but S1 is equals to how much? U minus G by 2. Next, last second nothing but I am again talking about only 1 second. Okay, that might be time interval or that might be the nth second. Let me take time, the distance travelled in t is equals to 1 second. What is the formula? S is equals to ut plus half at square. S is equals to ut nothing but u plus half into a only na we will get. S in first second nothing but what formula you have to use? Snth formula. Sn is equals to what is the formula? U plus half a into 2n minus 1. U plus half a into 2n minus 1 nothing but how much again? 1 only. So that how much, what is the answer you are getting? U plus half a, here also how much? U plus half a only. Both are same or different? Same only. Whenever I am talking about only one, number 1, then it is same. If I am talking about number 2, in 2 seconds, distance travelled in 2 seconds, S is equals to U into T is equals to 2 seconds now. U into 2 plus half a into 2 square. Then what will get here? 2u plus 2a I guess. Then 2 into u plus a. that is in 2 seconds. In second nothing but Sn is equals to u plus half a into 2n minus 1. So that u plus half a into 2n nothing but 4 minus 1 3. So that u plus 3 by 2a is both the same? No. Understand, right? About 1 is both are same only. First second or 1 second both are same only. Whenever I said 2 or 3 any number other than 1 anything is wrong only. Anything is different only. Understand it clearly? So that first second and then last second. Last second nothing but what? Again I am talking about only 1 second. Last second, last student, only one student. First student, only one student. Understand, right? Second student is different, two students are different. Two student nothing but first Deepika and then Pratika you have to take. Second student nothing but who will choose? Only Pratika. Understand it clearly? So that is how the difference will be there. So last second nothing but how many seconds again? 1 second only. Again Snth last second. Sn is equals to Rs is equals to ut plus half at square. Why? Because I am talking about in last second. So ut plus half at square I will take. So that u into 1 plus half a into 1 square. Then what is the answer? U plus a by 2. In terms of g nothing but minus g by 2. No, I am just calculating, after that I substituted. Where? But minus u is there na here. However, minus u is there, h also minus only. I am measuring the height in the upward direction, so plus. I am measuring the height in the downward direction. Yes, I understand your doubt. I will solve in that way only. Don't confuse really. Yes, S is equals to ut plus half at square. Now which journey I am talking about? Downward journey. Downward journey nothing but it is losing the height or not? In this direction height is plus, then in this direction height will be obviously minus only. So that minus h is equals to u minus u na, minus u into t, then plus half gt square. Why? Because coming in downward direction. Then again what will get? Minus h is equals to u into, last second I said 1 and then 1 here, then minus u plus half g. Whenever I cancel with minus, then h is equals to u minus half g. Same answer or different answers? Same only. Nothing but what I can say, the distance travelled by the particle in the first second of upward journey is equals to last second of downward journey. How it is possible? Nothing but S is equals to u minus g by 2. If you say first second or in the interval of 1 second, both are same only. Yes, you got that clarity, right? How both are same? And then second and then 2 are different. 2 nothing but you have to overcome the 1 and then go to the 2. Second nothing but directly I will jump to the 2. You understanding, right? Both are different in that case. Like that. Note point, very very important. The distance travelled by the particle, in first second of its upward journey, in the first second of its upward journey is equals to last second of its downward journey. Last second of its downward journey. Because in first and second cases, in first and second cases, 1 second interval is equals to first second instant. 1 second interval is equals to first second instant. Copy that. Varun is absent today. Now tell me the relation between these two. Distance travelled in last second of upward journey. Last second of upward journey is how it is related to the distance travelled in first second of downward journey.
Same.
Both are same or different? Same only. Again, why? Because again time duration is how much I am saying? 1 second and then 1 second only. Here initial velocity was there of course, but final velocity becoming as how much? 0. Then here initial velocity is 0, final velocity is not 0. Again same time has taken, same velocities are there, so the distance also what? Same only. Again the same methodology. Understanding or not? But here what happens? Nothing but final velocity will be 0. Initial velocity will not be 0. But in the second case, initial velocity is 0, final velocity is not 0. Understand, right? So again both are same only. Write that clearly. Write as a second point. The distance travelled in the last second of upward journey is equals to first second of downward journey. Done? Write a problem. A body is thrown vertically up with a velocity of 100 meters per second. And another one is thrown after Wait. Another one is thrown 4 seconds after. 4 seconds after the first one. After the first one. Full stop. How long after? How long after the first one? The first one is thrown will meet the second one. Let me repeat the question. A body is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 100 meters per second, and another one is thrown 4 seconds after the first one. How long after they will meet? Yes, same speed. With same speed we are throwing 4 seconds later. First of all, the logic is when they are meeting, what happens? Further distance will be there, that and all you have to take. You have to consider that. Think what happens in reality. Done? Whenever they are meeting, then what happens? What is the answer? 24 seconds. No? Whenever they are meeting, at what height they will be? First of all, tell me. Same height or different heights? Not the half of the height. It is not guaranteed.
Same height.
Same height, no? So that what I can take, I'll just give you a hint. What I can take, for example, I have thrown something upwards, one body upwards, then what happening? It is going, and then immediately I have thrown another one after 4 seconds I said. After 4 seconds I thrown, this is going upwards, meanwhile what it will do? It will come backwards. Then now it is going here, both are meeting here at this point. First body and then second body, both are meeting here. So that what is the height travelled by the first one? Displacement of the final displacement of the first one is how much? Let me take h1. And then height of the second one is how much? h2. Both are same or different? Same only. So that what I can take clearly, h1 is equals to h2. If I take, it is reaching, first one is reaching the height h1 in t seconds. Then second one will reach in how much time? T minus 4. This is important. T minus 4 is the interval. Why? Because 4 seconds later, na? For example, if I thrown this is of 10 seconds, nothing but, then what happens? This will be
6 seconds.
10 minus 4 will be 6 seconds. Understand? 4 seconds later, lately it is going, so only minus 4 here. Okay. Then h1 I have to find out. S is equals to ut plus half at square only. Again here S is equals to u t minus 4 plus half a t minus 4 whole square. Can you solve now? At least. Whenever they are meeting together, at that time, both are at the same height from the ground. That is the main logic in this. cancel u is common for both the terms? Not no? Then we cannot cancel like that. ఏదో ఎక్కడో ఉన్నావు క్లాస్లో లేవు కదా బీ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్ మెంటల్లీ t should be is equals to 12. Just solve the equation, that's it. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ then again same point I am going again so whenever they are meeting they are the same position understand so fine so calculate करके now we calculate करके volume t minus 4 how we take in a minus 4 is normal 1 seconds before what we done ಇದು ತೋಡೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಇದು ತೋಡೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ yes 12 is the correct answer before time moving what है all about 10 seconds ओके आज कोलेर आज मेरा रेसू करता है दोनों t equals to 12 seconds yes you got that it is normal calculation nothing is there everything I only said full problem you understand the logic at least first of all what I said nothing but I have thrown something here I have thrown something in upward direction first of all I'll just do by this two so first of all I have thrown this one bigger cap so with what velocity whatever the velocity might be 100 yes sir so 100 I have thrown meanwhile I have thrown this one okay so that what happening it is actually we have to throw more upwards with more velocity so only they have given 100 meter per second no so it is gone upwards and then it is gone then when they are meeting at this point somewhere understand right whenever they are meeting from my projection point of projection they are at the same height or not same height h1 is equals to h2 that's it h1 is taken how much time t seconds h2 is taken how much t minus 4 why because 4 seconds later you understand right so that here whenever I have thrown this one in upward direction this is gone and then returning already it is gone and then returning whenever it is returning I am throwing another ball I have thrown so that it is gone here and then they are meeting all this point so whenever they are meeting at this point first one and then second one what is the height for the first one h1 what is the height for the second one h2 both are same or different both are same so that both are same h1 is equals to h2 if I take first one is thrown at t seconds Then second one is thrown at what time? T minus 4 seconds later. So that for example, instead of 4 seconds you just take 4 hours. So if I thrown the first one at 10 o'clock, then second one I am throwing at 2 o'clock. You are understanding? For example, you are just starting the horizontal journey. Whenever you are just starting the horizontal journey, what happens? You have a dead end here. So that what happening? A car A is moving. Car A is moving in this direction. At what time? Nothing but time 10 o'clock. Exactly 10 o'clock. Okay, it is starting its journey. It is traveling and then find the dead end here. So that there is no way to go. It is coming back again, returning back again. So after 4 hours, at 2 o'clock, I started with one more car. One more car has started. So this is also moving. Meanwhile it is moving, it is gone and then coming back. Whenever this and then this both will meet here. So from the initial point, what is the displacement of the first car? The same distance. Second distance of second car also same only. S1 is equal to what I can write? S2. So here also in the vertical direction we are talking about the heights. In the horizontal direction we will talk about the displacements. Correct? So height of the first one is equal to height of the second one. Height of the first one. What is the first one? Ut plus half at square. Let me take. I will take the time taken to reach h1 is how much? Nothing but t. Then what about the second body? Second body is thrown. How much time after? 4 seconds after. 4 seconds after nothing but it is lack of 4 seconds. It is lack of 4 seconds. It is behind the first one. Behind nothing but what you will take? T minus 4 and then plus half a t minus 4 whole square again. Understand, right? So that is how you have to take. So here u into t minus 4 and then plus half a into t minus 4 whole square. Then calculate that. U is equal to how much given? 100 na? U is equal to 100 into t minus half g into t square. T square nothing but you have to find out t square only, that is equals to, here this will be ut minus 4. Ut minus 4 nothing but ut minus 100 na? U is 100. 100t minus 400 is equals to half into 10 into t minus 4 whole square. You have to apply a minus b whole square formula. T square plus 16 minus 8t. You understand, right? Now send half 10 inside, nothing but 5 inside and then solve the problem. We will get a quadratic equation. What is the quadratic equation you got? Tell me that. Quadratic equation what you got? No quadratic equation, huh? Directly you got the answer? Yes, then that's good. I think half gt square gets cancelled, na? Yes. Yes. Then t is equal to how much you got finally? 12 seconds. Shall I solve this one? Yes sir. Calculation ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ಕೂಡ 100 into 100 into t is 100t and then half into 10 is 5. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Enough? 1:30 na time. See, people, you are looking so dull. Don't be like this in the class. Battery completely getting discharged until this time. Shall we change the physics time then? First period? No. Yes? Then what about chemistry? Before it was nice, na? First period physics. Not that nice. ಇವಾಗ ಫುಲ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ